Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will start this game off with the football. These two have played some barn burners over the years, and last year was no exception as the Bears won a close one.
The Bears took care of business. They made the plays when they needed to, did a good job in the rivalry game, keeping their heads level, making those plays. They came up victorious, and now TCU had a year to stew on it, Palmer, and think about that loss.
And TCU believes that they've got the matchups to make this a different story than what it was the last time they played.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right into the game.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that kid.
Quick completion on the out. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bears want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here. White wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Turning it on. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David's...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Got a man. It's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. It's picked off. That's number 10. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Oh, better look out! They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
He's going to run it. Look out, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. White going to attack through the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
To throw, it's Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They just keep firing. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
White wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field.
Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Inside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. White going to attack through the air. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Great place to start for this offense.
White 94, Snyder choice. White 94, Snyder choice.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Horned Frogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here comes the offense on second down. White wants to throw it. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets open down the middle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. White going to attack through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He's turning it loose into the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Looking to throw again. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Gets away, trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man, it's Reed. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The offense changing the play. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. White wants to throw it. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
But trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Get set, get set.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Floats it out in space. He gets it in! Touchdown, Bears! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's small. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. Hand off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Under fire. Finds his tight end. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
White going to attack through the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a tight end.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
White wants to throw it. He's got him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Just keep slinging it. They get to him as he throws. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. Got it in the middle. It's King. Give him 6. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. White going to attack through the air. He wants a big play here late. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And off to Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
To the air, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a